All these videos about success and discipline stay the same. Habits are key to everything. In order to achieve something, you must do something.
And to be honest, I got inspired to create this video by watching similar videos on YouTube, like implementing 10 new habits or 20 new habits. But unfortunately, I'm not that productive and I would not be able to implement like 10 habits. It's too much for me. And I read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, and I think that even 5 habits, it's already too much. But it's just a week and I think that I would be able to do that. So I created this beautiful habit tracker. All of the pictures, I found them in Pinterest and printed them. Each and every picture represents my quality or emotion or dream, something like that. And I don't know, I just can easily get inspired by that picture. So right now I'm gonna write down my habit that I want to implement.
So I took my well-created habit tracker and the pen and I started to diligently write down the habits that I want to implement. And the first important habit for me is reading, because for the last couple of months I started to realize that we live in such a world where it's so easy to get distracted, and it's a huge obstacle for my creativity and idea banks. So I decided to return that peaceful and calm activities of enjoying simple stories from the book. That would probably be my evening activities, because I enjoy reading something in the evening before I go to bed. Next habit is morning workout. I suppose that's part. It's a brilliant start of the day, and it undoubtedly helps me to be productive throughout the day. Also, it's really good for my shape. The next habit is my courses. Like, I started several courses on Coursera, but I had a problem with studying them for the last time, so I decided to develop a certain habits to go to specific course, neurobiology course, every single day at least. Study it for 1 hour every single day. The next is typing speed. Recently I passed Duolingo English test and I realized that I have a slow typing speed, and I suppose that developing that habit I would be able to keep a lot of time and use this time with benefits. So I want to improve my typing speed. And the last thing for me is English words. Right now I'm preparing for the SAT, and it's so important for me to expand my vocabulary, so I need to have that habit to review words that I already know and learn new words every single day. So they are the 5 habits that I want to implement. Let's get into it. So my first day was Monday, and I started my day from the workout, and I really liked it. It helped me to stay motivated and inspired throughout the rest of my day. Actually, not the whole day. In the evening I felt tired a bit, but yeah, it helped me to feel cool. So after the workout I had my courses, and I found it so helpful to combine different habits. Actually, in the book Atomic Habits I read that advice to combine new habits in order to create the systems that will stay consistent, and yeah, I really liked that combination. Sport and then courses. Sometimes I had a breakfast between these 2 actions. So after studying the courses I had a walk, and then after the work I started to prepare for the SAT. I was going through different tests, and then during the afternoon typically I had my vocabulary review. I went through the words that I already knew to the new words, and I added new words to the Quizlet. I spent approximately 1 hour for that activity. Then I had my other activities like making videos or painting, and then I had my activity for typing speed. I used that website that helped me to understand what specific finger is used for a specific combination of buttons, and I found it difficult for the first time to teach myself to use 10 fingers. And then in the evening typically I had my reading activity. As I said previously, it is far easier for me to have my reading activities in the evening because I feel fully concentrated before I go to bed, and I just enjoy reading something before I go to sleep. Sometimes I have cool dreams after I read something cool. So that was my first day. My next day was Tuesday, and again I started my day off from the workout, though I felt the dumps a bit, but I really liked that workout and it helped my brain to wake. Before I started the challenge, I usually used coffee in order to feel awake, but recently I read that coffee is probably not the best option on grounds that it can exert a lousy impact on us, so I decided to try a challenge to not drink coffee for that week. And yeah, workouts helped me to fresh brain and actually feel awake. So the next I had my courses again. I spent almost 2 hours for that courses, and I found it hard a bit because English isn't my native language and some concepts were so hard for me to understand, but I tried to overcome that obstacle with the language. Then I had a little walk as usual and started to prepare for the SAT. And again, in the afternoon I had my vocabulary practice. I spent almost an hour for that.
Guys, it's such a hard period of my life on grounds that I have a lot of things to do. For example, I participate in creative writing course that will start on the next Monday, and I will have different workshops and meetings with people who will help me to improve my writing skills. Also, I participate in the course that will help me to write beautiful essay, personal statement for colleges and universities, because I thought that it would be easy for me to write this personal statement on grounds that I love writing and I have a sense of creativity, but I found that quite difficult to somehow collect all important information into one statement, into one personal statement. So I try to get information from that course and I hope that I will write a beautiful essay. Also, I took several courses on Coursera and I need to maintain learning them, and I hope that by the end of the summer I will finish all of them. I will try so. And also I have an English YouTube channel where I teach English because I'm not a native English speaker. I'm from Ukraine and somehow I managed to learn English, so I'll try to help others to do the same. And I need to write down the content plan for that channel on grounds that YouTube Shorts became more popular, and I suppose that this is the best way to get new views and subscribers, so I will try to create the content plan based on the YouTube short videos. Also, I need to work a bit on my vocabulary. Okay, right now I want to create the content plan for my English YouTube channel and other English YouTube channel, and then I will try to work on my personal statement. So yeah, this is my plan. And by the way, I've already had the type and speak practice on the site that I showed you yesterday.
On Wednesday morning, I felt a little discomfort and I had to force myself to start my day with workouts because, I don't know, I felt lazy a bit and I decided to pick stretching instead of workout in order to start my day, and I liked it. Again, I had my courses after that, then I had a little walk, and then my mom asked me to help her.
Another typing activities, and guys, I don't like it. Like, I want to type faster, but it's so hard to get used to that approach to type something. Like, it's far easier for me to get used to specific buttons for specific fingers, but it's so hard to don't use the old version of my typing activity. Like, I was typing with 2 fingers, I type like this, and it's so hard for me to reteach myself to type like this. Okay, but I'm gonna continue to do so because I really want to develop that skill. That's really important.
On Thursday morning, I felt a huge desire to start my day with a workout, and it was quite unusual for me because I didn't like to start my day from the sport before that challenge. And yeah, I had my workout, but then again I had my courses, and again as a template I had my SAT preparation. Then I remembered about my vocabulary.
But this video is not about learning a new language, but I just want to show you my Quizlet I appreciate this app. It helps me to implement the spaced repetition technique in order to remember new words. Yeah, here, dismiss. Ukrainian language is now available on Quizlet, and I really appreciate that since I'm Ukrainian. So actually, here I have different flashcards. Like, I really appreciate it. And I usually have my activities with new words in the morning. It's easier for me to like use my attention and concentration in order to learn new words.
And then I had my typing activity. Again, I spent around 10 minutes in order to train my ability to type something fast. Actually, I found it more effective to train your ability to type something fast while you're typing something important, not while you are just going through the exercises on the website, but when you are doing something really important. In the evening, I had my reading activities. Actually, yeah, nothing new appeared. On Friday, again, the same pattern, although I felt it hard a bit to do the same activities again because, you know, guys, I'm a creative personality and I'm not that consistent. I know that consistency is the key and this is cliche phrase, but yeah, I really, I felt, you know, that these activities seemed dull for me. Like, seems like I was used to them, but I wasn't happy about it. Like, I wasn't motivated to continue to do these activities, and I did that just because of the challenge, and I understood that I need to create video about it, so I decided to be consistent, but I didn't felt happy about them. On Saturday, I wanted to get out of track. I just though I liked to start my day with workout, but on Saturday I felt that desire to forget about everything and just have a little rest and watch films and do something cool, but somehow I forced myself to have this little yoga in the morning. Then I didn't have my Coursera course because I didn't want to do that. Like, it was so hard for me to force myself to start studying, and instead I started to prepare for the SAT. I didn't forget about the vocabulary on that day, so I had my vocabulary review. Then I tried to improve my typing speed with typing the screenplay that I said previously. I forgot about reading and I just watched a film. Yeah, that was my Saturday. Actually, I needed a little rest. And on Sunday, I went through the whole pattern of that habits. I did my workout in the morning, then I had my courses, then I had a little work, then I had a little walk, then I had my SAT preparation and vocabulary review and typing activities and reading activities, everything that I needed. And seems like after this little procrastination day, I felt really cool, I felt energetic, and I went through that habits again.
It's time to give a specific conclusion about my experience, about my challenge, and it's been a week since I started my journey, and unfortunately I don't feel that excited about it right now. Because at the beginning of my journey, I was motivated, I was inspired to implement each and every habit, but throughout the week, my motivation became weaker and weaker, and I'm not that productive person. It's so hard for me to stay consistent for that period of time. Even though I like that productivity, aesthetic productivity content, and I produce that content myself, it's so hard for me to stay consistent. And if you have the same problem and you are as productive as I am, probably it's better to start small and just with one habit. And I suppose that if I started with one habit, I would have had better result. Moreover, I found workouts in the morning really helpful. Like, I knew that before I started that challenge, but on that time I feel confident about it. While you're doing a workout in the morning, you feel more energetic throughout the day, and it helps you to stay productive. Book Atomic Habits helps me a lot, and grants that author of that book suggested that You should make your habits as easy as possible, and you should start small with just one habit, and I totally agree with that, as I said previously. So I will probably try to develop no more than 2 habits for the next week, and I want to make them consistent. I want to get used to that habits and do not feel overwhelmed with that, because having 5 habits I felt constantly overwhelmed with that, and they didn't help me to be productive. They made me feel unproductive. Yeah, that sounds pretty strange, but this is the truth. And my habit tracker is not ideal because there are some lines that are not filled. Yeah, 5 habits is too much for me. And one more thing, I read this thing in Atomic Habits book, and also I understood it myself: never miss twice. That's a really powerful tip, because when you miss something for the first time, it's kind of not a big deal, because, well, different circumstances happen all the time, so it's not hard for you to continue to do so after you miss something one time. But when you miss something twice, it's completely different situation. It's so complicated to continue to implement some habits. So never miss twice. Think about it like about cleaning your teeth. I bet that you had situations when you forgot about cleaning your teeth, but after you forgot it, you didn't have the thought like, oh, I forgot it to do that, so I will never gonna do that again because I missed several times. I hope you didn't have that thought, right? So think about your teeth while you're thinking about implementing your habit. Yeah, cool. So actually it was everything that I wanted to say to you. I liked that challenge in some way. It helps me to realize several things about me. My conclusion is that we should start small, and one habit, it's 1 or 2 habits, it's a cool choice if you really want to stay consistent with that habits. I totally agree with the author of the book Atomic Habits, and all our thoughts are similar. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that this video motivated you to do something like that. If you want to go through the same challenge, you can write about it in the comments down below, and you can show your habit tracker as well, so that some people can be also inspired. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye.